that Jack will probably end up losing his account. There's going to be other people that will obviously, you know, but all I know is for a fact that there is, this is knowledge, because I spoke to someone yesterday and they was in contact and they was made aware of the situation that's been going on TikTok. So, like I said, there is gonna be people that's involved in this. I don't know about Daz, I'm not sure, but there is going to be people that have been brought up and mentioned. I hope people like Daz and Chippy and all these people that get to lose their accounts off the back of this, because it's not fair. You know what I mean? But it has been known. I don't know. They'll have to speak to their agency. But it is common knowledge that they know that all this has gone down. So we'll have to see how it plays out in the coming days, I suppose.
Imagine, that's fucking wild to me. Somebody does something like that and you get a lot of followers, because people must be following thinking, oh, we're going to see more of this. That's fucking, honestly, that right there, that sound, when are we going to be best friend, are we going to be best friend, going every fucking second, people following. The reason they followed you there was like, he's going to have to end his live because apparently he didn't self-harm in the box. I mean, mate, that makes sense. Just realise how much of a bloody contradiction that statement is. That's a very strange one, isn't it? You have to restart your live because nobody did anything in the box. They would constitute as self-harm. That doesn't really add up. So then they have to restart the live. So the only reason people are like, oh, quickly get the following, is because they want to see the continuation.
Thank you, Georgie, mate. Thank you.
That's mental. That's really fucking sad, man.
And then I'll end the live.
Yep. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Right.
Thank you, Remy,
I'm going to end the
Penny,
live.
Carla,
I'm back in like 30 seconds.
Best friends. Yep.
Look at that. That was I know. I think Fresh Clips is in the chat, who edited out the self-harmers saying that that he did. I would normally repost clips that I've watched, Fresh Clips, but excuse me if I don't repost that, because do you know what I mean? I don't want to push it out, and I'm sorry, but it is hugely important for awareness. Clip pages, I've always said that.
Yeah.
So then obviously this must be off the back of that.
I will be honest here, and I don't like putting words into people's mouths, but I believe, and this is my opinion, not fact-based at all. That's a bit of a pun, actually. That if this was a couple of days ago, and Jack was on about unaliving himself, I'm pretty sure Fax's response would have been, I don't care. It's hard to put words in people's mouths, but I'm pretty sure that would have been, off his videos that he's done about Jack previously, I am pretty sure that his response would be, couldn't give a shit. Couldn't care what Jack does. So that then falls in line with exactly what Chippy said, in a sense, and what Daz has said, like, you know what I mean, in a sense of, we don't care what you do, Jack, you've said the worst of the worst. So, and that's my opinion based on the videos that Fax has put out himself, not hearsay. So, for me, it's a little bit, what sort of angle are we heading here now? What are we trying to push out to social media? So, you know, I don't understand, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't understand what the angle is here. Morning, Official Karma.
Daz rings police on sobriety Jack. Hungry guy says they're all bullies and Daz gets banned. Okay, now. Mate, I would, like, Daz, I tell you what, if you were to upload the video unedited and there's anything that I constitute as self-harm, I'm going to go fucking ham on you. I'm going to go absolutely, like, I'm not going to lie to you, mate, you do that, and there's anything that people will constitute as self-harm, people are going to be raging, and not just me. Alright? I've tried to unalive myself before, mate, and I get it thrown in my fucking face all the time in here because I fucking didn't. You know? So if you don't actually go through with it, people go on like, you fucking, you know, so like, this is what you don't understand. People surviving things like that, or surviving being at the bottom of that, I don't wish to be re-triggered. So if I am re-triggered by something that even looks remotely like self-harm doesn't mean that it actually does the job. People can cut to regulate. People can do what, like, there's a lot of it, you know, autistic people, fucking people on the spectrum.
And this is where I need to speak out here, because I don't think people understand. You know, when people SH, it's not majority of the time. It's, or no, in fact, actually, I don't want to get this wrong. It isn't to unalive themselves. Sometimes it's a release for them. They do it for a release, you know. That's what this whole... Everyone seems to think... Well, not everyone. There's a lot of people that use it as a weapon, seem to think that, oh, SHing is them trying to unalive themselves, and it's not the truth. That's a misinformation that gets spread around social media. You know what I mean? So that it's this is where social media just says, oh yeah, SHing, they're trying to unalive themselves. It's not at all. It's not at all. That needs to stop being pushed around the app, because it's so wrong. It's misinformation.
Digging their nails into their skin to regulate emotions, all that sort of shit. Anything that resembles that, and you upload a clip and tag me in it, I'll honestly, don't fucking do it, man. Don't fucking do it if you think there is.
Oh, he's been going for me for 6 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I appreciate all the love in the chat, like, and I just speak honestly about myself. I'm in a stronger place. That's why I'd speak a lot about mental health on this particular TikTok when I do my videos and stuff like that. I have a better understanding of my mental health now, so I can talk more freely about it. But it is, you know, like, fucking hell. It's obviously still triggered. We're all fucking triggered together, aren't we?
And what I've found, because I've never done it myself personally, from people that have spoke out about it on this app, and this is only what people have told me. This is not what I know of, obviously from personal experiences. It's majority of the time it's done in private areas where people can't see it. You know, they do it because they don't want to be judged for doing it. You know, they might feel ashamed. So it's majority of the time. It's not all the time, obviously, but majority of the time it'll be in places that can't be seen for the naked eye. You know what I mean? And when people are going out there saying, oh, it's all for attention. No. There is people that will do it for attention. Of course there is. Like on social media, there is a lot of people who, and we know who them people are, that will do stuff for obviously attention. But there's a lot of people that you wouldn't even know SH. You wouldn't even know they've done it, because they don't make it known. And this is the difference between facts and what people are pushing out on social media. So...
But there's probably so many fucking warriors in this chat anyway who are fighting different struggles every fucking day, man.
And mods, can someone put a poll up for me, please, with some of the numbers in? I know I do have a one already set up there. Can we put it up for people in the chat? Because, you know I've always saying to guys I don't do trigger warnings, and I don't do trigger warnings. But I know this is a bit of a rough conversation. So if someone can put the polls up now, guys, please. The numbers are up there.
Man. And it's completely not seen by other people. I see it. And other people who are going through it see it too.
Morning, Jacqueline.
I'm going to drop down, Daz.
All right, Pearl.
Thank you for letting us up.
Fucking Emmy's comment. Fucking pin it.
Yeah, no
See you
worries.
all later. Bye.
Bye. Let's
Can
see
I
what
just say
Hungry Guy's got to say.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, love.
Kel is
How you
my
doing,
best
Ink?
friend, and I've just sat and witnessed Jack sitting saying, put a carrier bag over the kid's head because they're ugly.
Who
And
did you
he's
say that
all
to?
sitting in the comments defending him.
When he rang the police chat, is this after? Thank you for all the positive messages there. Is that after Jack did what he did, or is this before Jack did what he did? I don't have the timeline here, so I haven't got a fucking
I'm
clue.
good, Sherry, thank you.
So this is after. Oh, honestly, people are fucking tone deaf, aren't they? Oh, well, he's, you know, he did the carrier bag on the head. Why are you not just like... I don't get it. I really don't get it. Right, okay, yeah, what he said was fucking horrible. How can you disconnect from what just happened?
He's just said
Gaz, can I ask you a
plastic bags
question,
over the
please?
kids'
Oh,
heads.
Hungry Guy, we don't
Do
like
you think
so
you've
shut the
actually
fuck
helped
up.
the
We don't care,
situation?
shut up, we don't like
Hungry
you.
Guy,
I don't really like Hungry Guy either, but that was a good question. I'm not going to lie, that was a good question. Have you helped the situation?
I'm
Shut
muting
up,
you
it's
until
my
this
turn
lady's
to
finished
talk.
speaking.
The thing is, when everyone's getting blamed on have you helped the situation here, help the situation there. I mean, it was a bit of hypocritical. His mum jumping in Angie's live yesterday and saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, guys, you're doing this, you're doing that." What have you done to help your son? Instead for battle him, let him earn money off the back to feed his addiction. What have you done, Shaz, or whatever your name is, to help Jack? Where you there pointing the finger, blaming other people for bringing your son's mental health down? What have you done as a parent? Let's just be honest. What have you done as a parent to try and help your son? And you're there screaming, saying, "Nobody knows what I've done and what I've had to put up with." Well, that's your choice, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's your choice as an adult. We're all grown-ass adults. We all make choices. But let me tell you now, you have been an enabler for a lot of your son's behaviour. Because I recall about 6 months ago, I think it was around about Christmas, where Jack was getting money off his battles and he was going, "Mum, I'm going to get you this." And you was laughing on live, loving it when he was earning money, begging and stuff under the influence of alcohol. You didn't mind it then. You didn't mind Jack acting out then when you were earning a little bit of money off the back of it. But oh, you don't like people having an opinion on Jack. Grow up.
Hate him, he's just an absolute dick.
Who did he say it to?
So Jack has been on live saying that the kids are ugly and they should put a carrier bag.
Jack should have dropped Hops, yeah, but Jack might not have been in the state to be dropped, you know. You know what I mean? I would have not engaged at all. Wouldn't have even been in my box in that situation.
Over the kid's head.
Oh yeah, he said he said I have heard
You said that about my kids?
Yes.
Oh, he's done now.
Yes.
Done now.
So wait a minute, fuck me. I asked the chat if somebody had rang for a welfare check on Sobriety Jack and everybody said Daz did. Is this going to be Daz ringing the police because of what Sobriety Jack said about his kids? And not a welfare check.
Morning, Becky.
Well, that's the complete fucking opposite thing of a welfare check.
Naomi Bamba, thank you, guys.
I don't know if we can hear the call.
The thing is, mate, the best thing to do is get evidence.
Let's be honest, I don't care who you are and what you say, the stuff that he's done, and if he's threatening your partner, I ain't going to be looking to try and phone ambulances or getting that person help. I'm sorry. I don't know where these people come from in this world. I'm not one of them people. You know what I mean? I'm going to be real with you. I ain't one of them people. Someone does me wrong, they do me wrong. I'm not looking to help them out. You know? It's strange behaviour. Like, I don't get where all these people come from in this world saying, "Oh, I would have done this, I would have aided this, I would have done that." You know, you've just been threatened. You know what I mean? Threatening your wife, said stuff about your kids, and he's on about slicing or whatever he's doing or in the live and stuff. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I think the worst of you already. I think worse of you now. So, I don't know. Honestly, I struggle sometimes, you know, with this app and how people... Do you know what it is? I think people try to make them seem better than they are on social media. I ain't talking about facts, I'm talking about in general here. It's fake, you know, when people are being fake online and they'll say to people, "Oh, you should have done this, you know, be prim and proper on TikTok and not be their authentic self." Because I'll be real with you, I couldn't give two hoots. You know, I couldn't think of anything worse. He's trying to support people like that. Some people need to realise that even though this is an app, this is also somewhat real life, real people's feelings, real people's emotions, and things that happen in the real world. But all this, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda, I would have done this, I would have done that. No one knows until it's at your door, and then you know how to act, and it's as simple as that.
And report it.
I've
Because,
sent it all to Kel.
Wrong for a welfare check.
You got a screen recording
He said he would deal with Jack. Oh, God.
of it, did you?
Yeah, I've sent it all to Kel.
and do it. Listen, do it the proper way, because if you clatter back or you go back and forth, it just becomes a tit for tat. It doesn't get anything, and maybe
Mate, Fraser, I like Fraser as well, but it's gone way past tit for tat. Way past tit for tat.
that will help with the process of him getting any help that he needs.
Yeah.
Jack, sorry, you would need to inform the police straight away.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Because he's not going to stop otherwise. He just keep going on and on.
The thing is, if you took it, and I'll be honest with you,
Everyone, I don't understand. Like,
if someone took his phone,
what I don't understand is everyone's debating about calling the police on Jack for the things he's saying, and not calling the police because of what he's just done.
away, or his phones, that
Yeah, my boxes are closed. I don't open my boxes really.
would give him a break from doing it, because it doesn't help coming on, because people are going in there and they're goading at him. They keep him, they're basically encouraging him.
Well, yeah, Daz, you've requested the box, mate. Give me a second. I'll let you have your say as well, because this is a bit of a long-winded thing.
Hello, mate.
You're Daz.
Yeah. There's so much to go through on this, but what I'd like to do firstly is I'd like to apologise to anyone that was triggered by what happened in my boxes, because that was just mental. On that point, what I'd like to point out is I didn't actually see him SH.
Yeah.
I saw him pull the bladed article. Now, when you're using Live Studio, it's a very different setup to a phone, and Alex will confirm this. If you've opened your boxes, you can have a box open where you can accept and deny people. There were so many people requesting boxes. I had that box open. I run a 2-screen setup, and that box was on another screen. So I looked away from the boxes to disconnect him, and I didn't see the full picture. That's why when I came back on, I said, oh, he was shaving his arm, because that's what it looked like. I didn't actually see anything further than that, because I was reacting to dropping him out of the box because of the bladed article. All right? So that's why I went, he didn't SH in my box when I spoke to Factory, because I hadn't actually seen it.
I can confirm that though, because if you are running a 2-screen setup, as that's what I originally did. When you are opening the boxes and letting people in, you get that big grey square where you're accepting, and it covers up the screen basically, so you don't get to see the actual. Depending, I don't know what you have on the right side or the left side, or how yours is situated, but I know on a 2-screen setup, on the left side you've got the studio, on the right side is where all the media is. So if you are accepting people on studio, you won't be able to see the screen anyway. It is a bit of an awkward setup. That's why it's best to run free.
And if anyone watches Luke's live, you can actually see when he's got boxes, when he shows it on the screen, he shows the box where he's accepting people. So that's why I didn't see fully what went on. I saw the article he had in his hand, and my instant reaction was to disconnect him, which meant I looked away from the screen. So all of these people saying, oh, you definitely saw it, if I was on a phone, yes, I would have done. But I'm on Live Studio, I'm on a very different setup, and somebody ran with the narrative that I would have definitely seen it because they use Live Studio. That's not actually the case. I just want to say I apologise to anybody that was triggered by that. It was beyond my control. Maybe I had an error of judgment letting Jack in the boxes, but we had been trying to sort this out amicably with Fraser over the last few days.
The thing is, mate, and like I said, I made it vocal yesterday. It doesn't mean that I dislike anyone, or, you know what I mean. I'll always be honest with my opinion. you should know as well as anyone, mate, you know, with the Jack situation, you can't get through to him. I know everyone tries to do it with best intentions and trying to, you know what I mean, be the person that tries to make people see sense, but with Jack, it's never going to happen, mate. That guy, you know what I mean, he turns on his own family in the blink of an eye. He'll say what he wants. I mean, the stuff that he used to say about his mum was horrendous. Like, you know, there's no way you can get through to that guy, even trying. It's just, you know what I mean, it's a pointless thing. And
Well, let's face facts. If you get to the point where you're flushing your dad's ashes down the toilet, then there's something very wrong.
I know, that's what I mean. And then obviously that was mentioned in Andrew's live, saying, oh yeah, my dad this, you're saying about my dad. You didn't give a shit about his dad. When you're taking out loans in your dead father's name, that just shows you the person you are as a person.
Oh yeah, and earlier people were saying, are there receipts of this loans? If you go and watch Jack on, I think it was this morning, and also on Benefits Britain, he admits to it. He was very
Yeah, he got convicted. He got convicted of it. He got arrested and charged with it. So when people are saying there's the receipts, there is clips around. We'll have to find them. There is videos out there. But yeah, he got arrested and convicted of it. He got charged with it because he said he was crying, saying he was going to go to jail. If you remember the videos, he was saying that when he got arrested and he was on bail and stuff, he's saying, "I'm going to go to jail."
Yeah, absolutely. Right, now I want to just touch on what Fact Freak's saying here. Fact Freak obviously wasn't in the live. He didn't see what was going on. He's reacting to it as he goes along. But the narrative has been totally spun in this, because when I phoned the police, it was for a welfare check on Jack, and I muted my microphone so nothing was outed. I don't know Jack's address. I wish I'd left it live, because you can hear me saying to the police, I don't know his address. Yeah. And all this narrative of I've doxed him, I've sent his address. I've never followed Jack. I've literally been within 20 feet of Jack once when he walked past me when I was parked up on High Street. I've never, ever done any of these things he's saying, like touching him on the shoulder and all the rest of it. In fact, the reason
Thank you, Ed Joe. Sorry, mate.
That's right. The reason this all kicked off was I said to Jack, if you've got this CCTV evidence, go and post it now. And if you can show that I have touched you on the shoulder, if you can show I've been following you around, I will apologise now and I will leave you alone. And I said, you also owe my missus an apology. He apologised to my missus and then in the same breath went, but stop following me around, stop touching my shoulder, stop doing this. And I'm like, no, that apology isn't sincere.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to watch him more closely now because he's spinning so many lies. He's now fired. He's been in box battles last night, but his mental health's that bad. There were 3 large creators last night running lives on me for a total of about 9 hours, all spinning this false narrative that Jack's put out there. I have not been. I asked for a boxing Fact Freak. You just heard him said, my boxes aren't open. That's a reply to me. The only live I've been able to get in is Angie's, and then that just got in. That was a mistake in itself. I should have never gone in there. But all I ended up was being muted all the time.
Yeah. I just think, mate. If you ever ask me for an opinion, I would. I know you're saying about watching him closely. I'd avoid him like the plague, mate, because all that'll end up happening, if you try and watch him again, he'll say, look guys, he's stalking me again and all that stuff. And even though you're doing it with best interest, unfortunately it'll be twisted and make you look like a creep. That's what will happen here, mate. That's as simple as it is.
Right, let me just answer someone in the comments, yeah? What about you'll get out of your car next time? If someone is accusing me of something that I haven't done, I'll do it. Simple as that. If you're saying I'm coming and tapping you on the shoulder, then if you're going to accuse me of it, I may as well do it. I'm not a Nancy boy. I'm not a little snowflake. I'm not a wallflower. If you start calling me out on stuff that I haven't done and spinning a false narrative, I'll make it reality. Simple as. That's why I said next time I'll get out of the car, because I've seen Jack once when I was parked up. He's now spinning this narrative that I'm following him around Skegness and Ingermills, which I've never done. I'm live all fucking day. How